Yo, what's this way Ghost here, and today I'm bringing you guys another comparison video between the Milano and Owen gun. And before you guys start saying things, bro, no, this comparison is not trolly, bro. This is actually a real comparison. I know that it just doesn't seem real because I'm talking about the Milano, and yes, I agree, the Milano coming out of nowhere is something I did not expect. Just in this, like, the whole Warzone thing, especially in this integration. But you know, if you guys have not heard, literally Milano, to me, I've been seeing it a lot. Whether it's primary, secondary, like, this gun is legit, and I got a few reasons as to why I think this gun right now is getting a lot of attention. But before we do get into the comparison, I want to give you guys a quick update on my PC situation. The PC actually finally works now. I've actually played on PC, been really fun. The reason this video is not a PC video is, for one, I didn't record, or I didn't have the right video file, so I couldn't put it in the editing software. And on top of that, I don't know how to use the editing software, so I gotta actually learn how to use it before I can make a video on it, which will take, I'm gonna take time to do it. I'm gonna do it, so hopefully the next video, the next video, I'm guaranteeing you it's gonna be a PC video. Just be on the lookout for that. So yeah, but I do gotta learn how to use the editing software. That shit is tough. But also, man, that just opens up a lot of opportunities now. Like, bro, we can do whatever we want now. Like, I can record different games. So if you guys want to see that, let me know. Probably just do that on stream, but regardless. But yeah, man, that being said, man, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. 102,000, about 70 subs away. Every sub is greatly appreciated. And yeah, man, let's get into comparison.
You're not dead yet.
And then we have the recoil pattern for the Milano, and I still can't believe this is real. Like, I didn't see myself talking about the Milano, like, seriously, in this stage of Warzone. But I mean, it kind of makes sense considering just everything that this gun has and how similar it is to guns like the Owen gun. And that's the reason why I made this comparison, because this gun is actually really similar to the Owen gun. I think I can actually, like, even keep up with guns like the MP40 and Well gun. But like, I guess the Owen gun right now, to me, is I consider it to be the best SMG in the game, Vanguard wise. And so, you know, that's why I decided to compare it specifically against the Milano. But like I said, man, we guys hear the stats a little bit later. They're actually very, very similar. And if anything, like, I think the Milano is actually, like, better in some situations, because they gotta, like, understand, like, Cold War Modern Warfare weapons in terms of, like, bullet velocity and stuff like that. Like, it's better than Vanguard weapons. The Milano at range is better than this Owen gun. Like, the Milano just, I think Vanguard was the perfect game for a gun like this to be able to be good. Like, I think when Cold War was out, you know, they had to face a lot of competition, like the MAC-10, the OTS, the Cold War MP5, and even some of the guns from Modern Warfare. Like, compared to those guns, it honestly just wasn't close, because I mean, bro, the MAC-10 statistically has double the fire rate of the Milano, whereas, like, the Owen gun is literally almost the same. Which, again, we'll get into in just a second so you guys can get a better understanding. But the Cold War, like, SMGs and Modern Warfare SMGs, like, their fire rates, like, the way they killed fast was just, like, bro, Milano didn't come close. Like, if you guys remember correctly, when J-God did his, like, stats on all the weapons, the Milano actually was, I'm pretty sure, the slowest time to kill weapon, like, in the game. And so, obviously, this gun just wasn't going to be able to compete with guns like the MAC-10, who had literally, like, double its fire rate. And now, though, like, with Vanguard guns coming out and the way their fire rates work and the way their bullet velocity works, like, it just makes a weapon like this seem really, really good. And trust me, bro, like, when I say this, I'm not capping when I'm saying this. This gun is really, really good. And if you have not seen anyone use it recently, like, I don't know, I'd be surprised, because I've been seeing people use it as a primary, been seeing it as a secondary. Like, people have been on the wave. And I myself put myself on the wave. This gun is that, man. Bro, when I first started using it, bro, I thought it was kind of troll. When people were, like, using Milano, I was like, there's no way this gun is that good. I started using it, man, and, bro, it's just, it feels really, really good. And again, they didn't actually nerf it, they didn't buff it, they didn't do anything to this gun. It's still the same as it was before, like, the integrations. But it's just, the way Vanguard weapons kill, like, how they kill, kind of just don't feel as stupid as some of the, you know, Cold War weapons. I mean, that doesn't really make sense, because, I mean, Well gun, Owen gun, and all these guns, like, they kill really fast, but the Milano is, like, almost the same as them. So it doesn't feel that different from using a Vanguard SMG. But if we were in, like, a Cold War meta, right, this gun would be very out of place. Hence why it was really like never used in when the Cold War integration was out, because it's just out of place with those weapons. But with Vanguard weapons, it fits right perfectly. Like it fits perfectly in there. But yeah, man, moving into the stats and the Owen gun, just so you guys can get a better understanding of what I'm talking about. And you have the recoil pattern for the Owen gun, which as you guys can see, is actually, bro, like actually the same as the Milano. I mean, bro, there's really no difference. But the Milano definitely has the range advantage. Like, it's not even close. Like I said, but people are literally using the Milano as an AR, which is kind of crazy to me. But actually, that was actually a thing. I remember it was actually a thing back in the Cold War integration era. Like, people actually at some point did use the Milano like as an AR for whatever reason. And even now, right now, some people are doing the same thing. I haven't personally done it. I don't think I would do it. But hey, man, the Milano SMG is just as good, bro. But anyways, man, moving over to the first stat for both of these weapons, we got the fire rate. And for the Milano, we have a 576 RPM, whereas the Owen gun has a 500 RPM. And here's like one of the reasons why the Milano right now is being used and why it's thought to be really good, because their fire rates, as you guys can see, are very similar. Again, like a gun like a Mac 10 has like a 1,116 or 26 RPM, something along those lines, to put it into perspective. And comparing that to obviously the Milano's RPM, like, bro, that is a very big difference. Literally double in fire rate, which is just absurd. And so a Milano being placed in that type of atmosphere just would never have gotten the opportunity to shine, because it just wasn't gonna kill faster than a gun like that. But an Owen gun that has a 500 RPM, and yes, you can obviously put on fire rate attachments, and even then, I still think it would probably be the same fire rate for both these guns if you put on fire rate attachments. But like if you put it in an environment where all the fire rates are really similar, like the MP40's got a 600, the Well gun has like 620, 630, 640, 650, like that, something like that. Like, bro, the Milano could definitely keep up, and the damages, which we'll get into just a second, is pretty solid. And again, bro, like, you gotta take into account, this is another reason why the Milano is pretty good right now. Bullet velocity on these guns, like on Vanguard weapons, are literally the worst in the game, whereas like Cold War is like second worst. Like Modern Warfare is the best bullet velocity, Cold War's in the middle, Vanguard is the worst. So that's also another reason why, and hence why this gun is able to shoot really far at range. But yeah, man. For 0 to 18 meters for the damages for the Milano, we got 49 damage to the head, 39 to the neck and chest, 36 to the stomach and extremities. For 0 to 13 meters for the Owen gun, you got 55 damage to the head, neck, and chest, and then 39 to the stomach and extremities. So aside from like the neck and chest, the damages are actually pretty, I would say, close. Again, I gotta be honest, bro. The neck or the chest damage to me for the Owen gun is like the big, like, just crazy thing, but I just don't think like that's the accurate chest damage. Like, I don't know, bro. That doesn't feel accurate to me. 55 to the chest does not feel accurate to me. But hey, I mean, that's what it says on the stat website. That's what we're gonna go with. But for 13 to 16 meters for the Owen gun, you got 47 damage to the head, neck, and chest, 32 to the stomach and extremities. But again, like, the damage range for the Milano is 0 to 18. For 13 to 16 meters for the Owen gun, it takes a drastic hit to damage. So this is where the Milano is able to like compete with the Owen gun. I mean, again, bullet velocity and recoil is just a whole different thing, and the Owen gun has an advantage of both of those, just range too. And so like when that damage up hits for the Owen gun, that's where the Milano, in my opinion, takes over and becomes the better gun. And I think that at close range, the Milano is definitely able to compete. But then at range, bro, once the damage up starts to come in and stuff like that, the Milano is definitely like the gun to use. But for 18 meters and above for the Milano, you got 41 damage to the head, 32 to the neck and chest, 30 to the stomach and extremities. For 60 meters and above for the Owen gun, you got 31 damage to the head, neck, and chest, and then 22 to the stomach and extremities. So again, bro, when the damage up comes in, obviously the Owen gun is way weaker than the Milano, and on top of that, it doesn't have a fire rate advantage. So at range, the Milano is literally better. And again, bro, like I said for the third time, this Milano is literally being used as an AR. So I mean, you know, if it's being used as an AR, like that, just come on. The range is obviously in favor of the Milano. The damage is in favor of the Milano at range. And at close range, it's not too far apart. And the fire rate's about the same. And the bullet velocity is actually better. And I don't know like the time to kill like stat sheet. I don't know where the Milano like fits on the time to kill just chart. If it's like any better than the Owen gun, I don't know. But it definitely feels like a gun that competes right now. Like right now, in this current just atmosphere of Warzone, the Milano is definitely capable of competing. And in conclusion, I do think that the Milano right now could be meta. I could say it's meta right now because for me personally, like this gun just feels really good. It's definitely, like I said, capable of competing. It's not too far apart like how it is with other titles. Like this gun, if you have not given it a try, man, actually give it a try. This gun, man, you guys are going to be very surprised. If you think this gun is bad right now, you're going to be very surprised when you're able to use it. But, man, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section down below. And I'm out. Peace.